disciplines of hydrology. Guys, we need to talk about our local and global water resource management issues. Let's go. Alright, we are going to talk about the problem of water resources. Come here, look. There are trash in our water. How are we going to solve it? Water supplies are allocated and diverted to a range of agricultural, municipal, industrial, hydroelectric, and ecological needs. Some of these water uses are consumptive, removing water from the system. Other types of water use return water to a river, lake, or to the ground, but the water often requires treatment to restore it to a natural state. Guys, now we are in Pasig River. As you can see down there are many trash. That's one of the reasons why we can use this as a water resource. Another reason is that it's overpopulated. As you can see, there are houses beside the Pasig River. The most polluted water resource in the Philippines is the Pasig River. This is one of the main rivers of the Philippines. Pasig River was once praised for its beauty. It encompasses in its system many small rivers and tributaries, 6 sub-basins, and Manila Bay. There are 4 ways of how this happened to Pasig River. First of the 4 ways, urban growth. Population along Pasig River has continued to multiply, but the developing country's ability to cope with waste disposal has not kept up. Second is the household waste. It is estimated that 65% of the pollution in Pasig River comes from household waste. The third one, industrial waste. Because approximately 30% of river pollutants come from the industries which are located in close proximity to the river. Lastly, solid waste, which is the garbage. Metro Manila produces 7,000 tons of garbage a day without the facilities to dispose of it adequately. Let's talk about the global scale, in which we have problems too, not only in the Philippines, but there are problems in other countries too. Our example is India, which is the Ganges River. What are the problems? First, domestic and industrial waste are going into the river. Second, solid garbage thrown directly into the river. Third, non-point sources of pollution from agricultural runoff containing residues of harmful pesticides and fertilizers. Fourth, animal carcasses and half-burned and unburned human corpses thrown into the river. Societal problems addressed. Major improvements in communications and database management have occurred in the past and will continue in the future, and we can expect that many of the data ingestion, data assimilation, and other analysis techniques applied in meteorology will also be applied in hydrology, especially as we move towards joint modeling frameworks. The primary challenges for the future will be ensuring that measurement techniques meet required standards, ensuring that appropriate metadata are collected, held, and made readily available, improving the process to an availability of stream flow information in real time and in concert with other information about the resource and its use. After talking about the methods, we're now going to give our solution to the problem in water resource management. Let's go. What are the possible solutions made by our group?
The first method is by increasing supply. Through storage in dams, diverting water from excess areas to scarcity areas. Through link waterways, artificially recharging groundwater.
Also, desalinating seawater, towing icebergs from the Antarctic to water scarcity regions, controlling pollution and reclaiming polluted water through recycling and cloud seeding.
By reducing degradation, devising methods for controlling or reducing evaporation losses in irrigation, using better drainage in irrigated agriculture to reduce soil salinization.
By reducing waste and use, reducing overall population growth, limiting growth of population in areas of water shortage, devising more efficient industrial processes with less use of water, and lastly, controlling wastage. Some of these methods bring their own problems. Dams have been criticized for changing the morphology of riverbeds, banks, estuary, and coastline through altered sediment load and reduction in riverine and floodplain habitat diversity by preventing floods. Besides, huge dams cause large-scale displacement of people with its attendance problem. Water diversion is not only expensive, it can have serious ecological impact. Even on a small scale, it has been known to cause soil salinity and waterlogging if adequate drainage is not provided. As for towing icebergs, besides the concerns of economic viability and technological feasibility, anchoring such a cold mass in semi-tropical areas could cause weather anomalies and have an adverse impact on the marine life of that region. Cloud seeding is not a bad idea, but it works only if there are some clouds in the region. Therefore, in dry areas where water is needed most, cloud seeding will not work.
My job title is a water resource specialist, and that really entails working as an engineer at times, working as a scientist at times, and most importantly working as a project manager, and that entails working with many different types of clients. It includes park districts, it includes watershed groups and government organizations, and I help to design and manage solutions that are ecological in nature and that help to mimic systems that were here before we as humans entered this landscape.
We have come to a point where we have exploited Mother Nature to the maximum extent possible. It hasn't been long ago when we all faced a major crisis in the Gulf. We all know about oil spill from BP.
There are numerous problems that we've created as humans on the landscape, but now we know more and we have to go back and fix those problems. So water resource specialists generally look at things from a big picture and not necessarily a micro scale to actually help create functional solutions that help to treat water pollution control issues. It involves an interdisciplinary approach with scientists and other things like environmental biologists to help us make decisions on what maybe something should be or how to fix a problem of the past.
With that, realizing how every act of man affects the given resources, let's pause and take this moment to think deeply. What are the possible ways and little ways that we can contribute in order to restore the beauty and the usage of our water resources?